Namaste. Today we will be learning about bandhas. Bandhas means lock, tighten, or you can say block. In our body, according to yogic science, we can form four types of bandhas. Mainly there are three types of bandhas and the fourth one is combination of first three bandhas. What are those bandhas? The first is Mula Bandhas, means root lock, which is located at the pelvic area between anus and genital organ. Second is Uddiyana Bandha, that means the navel lock, or you can say lifting the diaphragm. And the third one is Jalandhar Bandha, which is located at the throat, that means throat lock, or you can say neck lock. And if we practice all these three bandhas together, it's called Mula Bandha. Bandhas are very important to gain control and lock your energy within with flow. That means the energy flow in your body get locked and channelized. It also affect on the prana, the pranic energy of the body. The root bandha, Mula Bandha and Jalandhar Bandha, the throat bandhas, are function to seal lower and upper end of the spinal column. So it's like the blocking of the energy. When the energy get blocked at the upper and lower end, so the same time when we perform the Uddiyana Bandha, the heat get generated and the fire get formed. So it is very helpful to improve your digestion, to improve your concentration, and spiritually very good to channelize your energy through the center line of energy channel. That means the Sushmuna Nadi, the channel of energy. Now let's see how we should focus on the breath during this bandhas or during this lock. The Mula Bandha and Jalandhar Bandha can practice with holding the breath in and holding the breath out. That means the breath retention outside and inside also both are fine. External kumbhaka and internal kumbhaka, bahya kumbhaka and antar kumbhaka, both are fine during the Mula Bandha and Jalandhar Bandha practice. But only external kumbhaka can be done during Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandhas. Bandhas are extremely useful and good for the brain centers and nadis. By practicing bandhas, we can remove the blockage in the nadis, the blockage in prana flows, and blockage in the energy channels. Bandhas practice can help to increase or improve the concentration. When we practice each bandha separately or together in Mahabandhas, that time the muscular strength get increase of the area during that bandhas. That means when we practice Mula Bandha, the muscles and the organs related with the reproductive system get strengthened and stronger. When we practice Uddiyana Bandha, the abdomen muscles and the organs related to the digestion system, that means the stomach, intestine, liver, spleen, all those organs get internal massage and their efficiency get improved. During Jalandhar Bandha, our thyroid gland get massage, and also for the woman and for the men also, the hormone secreted by thyroid gland get balance. Practicing bandhas also stimulate the chakras. We have 7 chakras in our body. Spiritually, these chakras has certain effect on the body and on the emotion level as well. So practicing bandhas also affect the chakras to improve our personality. As per yogic science, we have 5 types of prana in our body. That means 5 types of vayu, or you can say in English gases. The first related with the lower abdomen is called apana. So during the Mula Bandha practice, we get good control and proper use of apana gas, apana vayu. Then samana and vyana, which is located at the belly and the chest area. By practicing the Uddiyana Bandha, we can have good control on these prana, these gases or vayu. Then Uddiyana, located at throat area. So when we practice Jalandhar Bandha, we work on the Uddiyana vayu or gas or prana. And the last one is prana, which is related with our thinking, our emotion process. So when we do the Mahabandha or when we practice all these bandhas on the regular basis, our fifth prana get balanced. By practicing these bandhas, we can balance the hormones in our body. It helps to revitalize the each cell of our body. That means we can prevent aging process and degeneration. Contraindication for this practice: people who are suffering any problem or any disease with the heart, hernia, stroke, intestinal or stomach ulcer, pregnancy, and during menstruation should avoid this practice. Now, let's see how to practice these bandhas and what are the techniques to practice these bandhas. Let's learn about Mula Bandha. Everybody has this experience when we are outside and we urge to go for urination, but we cannot because we cannot find the facility or toilet. So that time we hold our urination, we control. So that lock, that contraction of the muscles is the Mula Bandha, or you can say the similar. The area exactly between the anus and genital organ, that pelvic floor area, when we contract that part, we squeeze and lift up from inside, that called Mula Bandha. In the beginning, difficult to recognize exactly that center point. So, generally, contraction of the genital organ and the anus organ together is the good practice. Slowly, when we practice for longer time, we understand the exact center point of concentration. This is Mula Bandha practice. Uddiyana Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha can practice only with the exhalation. So, deep inhalation and after complete exhalation, forcefully exhalation, hold the breath out, external retention of the breath. After holding the breath out, suck the belly in, move your all the belly muscles in, that means lifting the diaphragm up, maximum. So that contraction, that holding the belly in, the navel in is the lock, is called Uddiyana Bandha. And when we release this lock, that means first we need to relax the belly muscles and then gently and slowly inhale without any jerk. Okay. Now let's come on the Jalandhar Bandha. This also can be practiced with external retention of breath or internal retention of breath. Simply contract your throat muscle by pressing the chin down here. So these muscles get pressed little bit and you can purposely contract this part or squeezing your throat muscles inside like this. So after this lock, even you want to talk, you cannot talk. It will be little difficult or you need more efforts to produce the sound, to produce the voice. You can practice this after inhalation, holding the breath in, or you can practice this after exhalation, holding the breath out. So these are the three bandhas to practice. Now we all will try to practice Mula Bandha. As we learn how to practice Mula Bandha, we will try to practice it by sitting in any comfortable pose. Mostly Siddhasana and Padmasana, these are the useful meditative poses to practice bandhas. Now you can sit in any comfortable pose, spine straight, gently close your eyes, sit calm and quiet. Allow your breath to become natural. Focus on your tip of the nose. Feel your breath. Without any control on your breath or without any changes in your breath, simply contract your genital and anus muscles. That means try to focus the center part of genital and anus and try to contract these muscles. Pull in. Yes, very good. Try to hold as long as possible. In the beginning, holding is not possible for longer time, but if we practice on the daily basis and if we practice during certain pranayama and certain asanas practice, we can get mastery on these bandhas. If you can hold longer time, then keep holding. If you cannot hold, if you are losing the contraction, then after losing, try to contract again. Yes, like this. So you can try this for several times and hold as long as possible. Slowly open your eyes. Very good. Now release the contraction. This was Mula Bandha practice. We practice this during asanas also, during some pranayamas also that we will learn in the future videos. Now, let's come on the belly. That means Uddiyana Bandha. I will show you how to practice, and during that practice I cannot talk because I will hold my breath out, the external retention of the breath. So try to watch and try to understand. First deep inhalation and then bending little forward with complete exhalation forcefully. After exhalation, holding the breath out and then sucking the belly in, maximum lifting the diaphragm up. Okay? I will do, you try to watch me and try to see the practice. This practice can be done in the sitting and standing as well. I will explain you how to do in standing also. So I am starting, hands position like this, elbows are little bit out, rotating out and fingers in. Why we need this hand position? Because we allow our ribs to expand more during our lock. Because when we lift our diaphragm up, diaphragm need enough space to locate up. Okay, so that's why we adopt this position. Now deep inhalation, complete exhale, hold the breath out. Inhale. So first release the abdomen muscles and then inhale slowly. Okay, so this was the Uddiyana Bandha practice. Now let's start together. Let's try together. One important thing, we should practice this only with empty stomach. If anything we have in our stomach, then we cannot suck the belly in, we cannot contract the abdomen. And still, if we try to do it, then we will have problem or we will have stomach pain. So better to avoid if the material is inside of the food is inside the stomach or intestine, then avoid this practice. First try to empty your stomach and then practice Uddiyana Bandha. So let's start if you are with empty stomach. Adopt this position, hands position, sit comfortable, back straight. Let's start together. We will try one round of Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely, forcefully. After exhalation, hold your breath out, external kumbhaka, slowly come up. While coming up, lock your abdomen. That means suck in maximum and hold as long possible. Hold in your belly moving inside. Okay, hold as long as possible. You can place your chin little bit down. Hold. Whenever you feel you cannot hold anymore, first release your belly and then inhale. Yes, perfect. After inhalation, you can just calm down, relax for a while. Close your eyes, sit calm and quiet, and feel the effect, feel the changes after Uddiyana Bandha practice. Slowly open your eyes. Let's practice Uddiyana Bandha in standing. So stand up and legs apart, take comfortable gap between the feet more than shoulder. Then bend your knees and keep the palms turning the fingers in, place on the lower thighs. Then elbows turning out, spine straight, look forward. Here we have to inhale deeply. Exhale completely, bend little forward. After forcefully exhalation, hold your breath out, external retention of the breath. Then come up and suck your belly in the same way how we did in the sitting. And hold as long as possible. Now I will practice and you try to see the practice. Same hands position, back straight. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely, forcefully. Hold the breath out. External retention. Come up and belly in. Yes, like this. You can sit comfortably then. But if you are practicing Uddiyana Bandha individually, that means only Uddiyana Bandha practice, then at least 4 to 5 repetitions should be there if you practice individually each bandha. Okay, now let's focus on the Jalandhar Bandha, how to practice Jalandhar Bandha. Sit comfortable in meditative pose or comfortable as you feel. Now drop the chin down but move your head little back and press your neck muscles and contract your throat muscles. That's it. Let's try with internal kumbhaka. So first inhale, hold your breath in and then lock your chin, contract your throat muscles. You can hold as long as possible, maybe 5 seconds, 10, 15, 20, depend on person to person. In the beginning, holding the breath in little difficult, but later, when you get mastery on practice, slowly that holding become longer. Whenever you feel you cannot hold anymore, just release the lock, release the throat muscles and neck muscles, start exhalation. Yes, very good. So we can practice this with external kumbhaka also, but now we will not practice because it is little bit advanced practice. And now let's come on the Maha Bandha. That means locking all these bandhas together. This is also advanced practice. If the person is not enough master in the individual practicing of bandhas, then should not try Mahabandhas. Only if you can hold all 3 bandhas at least for few seconds or without many efforts, then you can try for Mahabandhas. The sequence of Mahabandhas is like this. First, after exhalation, complete exhalation, first adopt Jalandhar Bandha, then adopt Uddiyana Bandha, then adopt Mula Bandha. So, we stop the energy flow here and then we stop the energy flow at the Mula Bandha. And with the Uddiyana Bandha, we channelize that energy. Okay, so first, second and Mula Bandha third. When we release, should be in the same opposite order. That means first release the Mula Bandha, then release the Uddiyana Bandha and release the Jalandhar Bandha. Okay, this is the practice of Mahabandha. Should not practice if we are not master on practicing all three bandhas individually. So for the knowledge and for the information, we learn about Mahabandha. Practice bandhas during the asanas and pranayama or individually and get the benefit of this practice. Thank you for watching and stay healthy. Keep practicing.